Hi guys, this is Peter one more time, and I just got this YouTube today. Watch this YouTube video today from Dr. Kumar. I think is one of the well-known I don't know YouTuber probably. I'd say Dr. Rashid Buttar. Well, he's a doctor and he's from Ventura, California, and he just talked about the HR 666. So wow, that's a really significant number in there, like right. And I think these numbers really from it's kind of like familiar to almost everyone what this number stands for. And I don't know. I mean, it's a lucky number in China. Now, if you go to China, 666 is always like a lucky number, and some people like 666 is more of like a I don't know, just like a number, but it is a really significant number if you are reading the Bible, guys, especially on the Apocalypse or the Revelation. So let us see what is these. And let me remove myself in here really quick, guys. All right, in the video, and let's see and let's read what's the HR 666 is. All right. And then later we'll watch the video from Dr. Rashid Buttar. Let's share it together. Let's watch it together, guys, and see what would be your reaction. Okay, here's it is. House resolution number 116 Congress, second session, May 1, passed by a whoever passed this bill or resolution. We will see it later. Okay, HR 6666 to authorize the Secretary of Health and Human Service to award grants eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing for COVID-19. So it's a COVID-19. Who are the representatives for this or the congressman for this? It's here. You can always watch this. And the link, it's in Congress Bill 116. Just type that in on um, on the Congress. It's a bill to authorize the Creative Health Human Award grants eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing to all COVID-19 and related activities such as contract tracing. So it's a Trace Act bill. So they call this as a trace bill, something like for tracing or Trace Act. Here it is. The act may be cited as COVID-19 testing, reaching and contacting everyone. So it's a Trace Act. So it's more like, wow, it's, I don't know. I don't have any opinion on this one yet, but believer, whatever. But let's see, and you guys can read all the thing. You can read on what the HB or no, so sorry, HR 666 is all about. Go ahead, go read it to yourself, and what it is. But before that, I'm going to share this video really quick with Dr. Rashid Kumar. And let's see. I don't care who he is, what he is, but let us watch. Let's watch, and I'm going to share it to you guys the screen of Dr. Rashid Kumar today. And let me see the share screen and let me play it. There you go. And I think he said it's urgent, so let's go in here.
You guys got to let everybody know this message that I'm about to give you, because this is something that I just found out. It's beyond belief. This is regarding a House resolution that was initiated on May 1st of this year, 6666. That is not an exaggeration. I have no idea how this works, but this is what the actual House resolution number is, 6666. And I'm going to read you what that House resolution is. Please make sure that you pass this on to every single person that you know. I don't care whether you're in the United States or not, you got to get this information out. House Rule 66 or House Resolution 6666 is for COVID-19 testing, reaching, and contacting everyone act. The acronym is TRACE Act. Again, TRACE Act stands for testing, reaching, and contacting everyone. It was introduced by Bobby Rush, who is a Democrat from the state of Illinois. And they have introduced this bill into the House, and they're going to roll this out from a testing standpoint in Ventura County, California, which happens to be where I'm at right now. Basically, this act is to allow individuals to come into your house, and if you've got a cough or somebody in your family has a cough, or you have a fever or anything that they determine that shows that you have COVID-19, regardless of if you've been tested or not. They will also test people, but remember that testing already has been shown to be there to be a high rate of false positives. False positives meaning you don't have COVID-19, but the test shows it's false positive. It's showing up as positive, so they call it a false positive. We already know from the studies previously done as far back as 1984, but as recently as 2018, that individuals that did not have COVID-19 or coronavirus, even in the cat model, cats that had never been exposed to coronavirus, tested positive if they had had a flu shot, if they had the trivalent or the covalent flu shot. And we don't know about the H1N1 shot. We don't know about the herpes zoster shot, the shingle shot. There's many other vaccines that people have gotten. We have no idea if people are going to be testing positive, have false positives based upon those tests. So the point is that the chance of them testing someone and them being positive is pretty doggone high, even if the person doesn't have COVID-19. But they're going to use that to pull you or your loved ones, especially your children, away under pretense of public safety. They're going to say that your child has to be removed from you because you have COVID-19, and so to protect your child, we're going to take that child, or we're going to take your grandmother or your father or you and put you into quarantine. This is a load of rubbish, because if you're in your home isolated, who are you going to expose? All right? And if they're going to try to take you away from your family, the chances of you having infected your family, even if you did really have COVID-19, is about 99.9%. So this is a bunch of BS. They're using this as an attempt to further divide us as individuals. They divided us from our friends, from our social circles. Now they're dividing us from our own family units. This is the most ominous sign so far that we've seen. I want you to all wake up. I want you to pass this information on. I want you to tell every single person that you know what's happening. If you're not in the United States, I don't care. It's coming to your country as well. And if you're in the United States, you need to contact your representatives. Right now, if you go to askdrbuttar.com/ask, right underneath my image, you'll see that link. Go to that website, follow the information that it's asking, enter that information in, and then you're going to be taken to a page. The first one is a petition. It's a petition about censorship against media that mainstream media has right now, as well as social platforms. Sign that petition. Second thing is a website, or is a link that'll take you to allow you to send any letter that you want to people to elected officials on the municipal level, on the state level, and on the federal level, and tell them that you violently oppose HR 6666. Every single person needs to do that right now. You don't have to even know your House members or your representatives or your governor or your mayor. You don't have to have any information. That link that we have, all you do is type in your name, your email address, and then click on your zip code, and it will automatically find your elected officials. And with one letter, you'll get it to every single person. It's actually going to work for Australia, and it's also going to work, I think Australia, UK, and Canada. I think it's coming down the pipeline. Right now, it may only be working for the US, but our plan is within the next couple of days, it will work for elected officials in Australia, in Canada, in the UK, and in the US. But right now, it's in the US. So write down that you oppose HR 6666, the TRACE Act, the Testing, Reaching, and Contacting Everyone Act. I want to now read you a quote from a Supreme Court justice, and remember this. James Agler Fee said, "The privilege against self-incrimination, which is basically to ensure your freedom," and we're talking about the exact same thing here, to ensure your freedom, "is neither accorded to the passive resistant nor the person who is ignorant of his rights, nor to one indifferent thereto. It is a fighting clause. Its benefits can be retained only by sustained combat. It cannot be retained by attorney or solicitor. It is valid only when insisted upon by a belligerent claimant in person, the one who is persuaded by honeyed words or moral suasion to testify or produce, rather than to make a last-ditch stand to ensure their own freedom, simply loses the protection. He must refuse to answer or produce, and against all odds." Now, it goes on. You guys can look up the quote yourself. Judge James Agler Fee, a Supreme Court Justice. I want you to remember that this is how it all begins. Do not sit still. Let everyone in your social network know. Pass this on, pay it forward, because tomorrow it could be your family, in your county, in your state. This is going to happen. If you're in Ventura County, California right now, you need to do something today, because if you don't, tomorrow it's going to be your child or your parent or your spouse that's going to be removed. It's going to be your brother or your sister. So you need to do something right now.
Wow. Wow. That's scary. Okay, that's House Bill. That's the interpretation of Dr. Rashid as to what the House Bill 666 is. And let's go back to House Bill 66. Oh, no, not House Bill. House Resolution number 666. And it's pretty scary. You know, this is where you can find the bill. It's congress.gov bill /116, or you can type. You can simply Google HR 66666. Like, you know, what's with the number? You know, like, why do you have to do with that number? I mean, I have no idea as to, you know, there could be another number. Could that, you know, you could simply like put in, maybe you can put 1234, maybe you can put 3241, maybe you can put 143445254 for that number, or whatever that number is, not the 666. Like, I don't know. Like, why they use that number? It's just beyond me. Like, I know it's a lucky number in China. I mean, I used to live in China for about, say, 2 + 2, 4, 5 years, in China, and I saw like number 666 as like an auspicious number. I understand that even 6 and 8 are always like an auspicious number in Chinese geomancy or Chinese astrology. Okay, that's it. That's their practice. That's their culture. But you know, United States of America here in the U.S. I mean, this was U.S. started in you know, in the old colonies before Mayflower, and those people are religious people. Those are, you know, from Jamestown, I think. I don't know, Mayflower. You know, they read Bibles and whatnot before, and they were from England. So I believe that these are people who believe in the Bible before, and we don't need to institute, like, tell people like, you know, hey, you're not a Christian, you're not believer of this, you're not. It doesn't matter. But they read it. They read what 666 is all about before. I mean, for Christians, okay, it's fine. They believe in that one, but somehow for the other religion they don't see it. But the United States is a country wherein mostly, I would say not all, like mostly people like have ever been into in heard what 666 is, you know. So just why with that number for me? Yeah, that's the big question for me. Why not use other number? Though it may not be a big deal with any other religion, it may be a big deal for a Christian, maybe a big deal for Catholics, like whatever Christian denomination is. But still, settling to the fact that U.S. was a or is a or was a started where mostly like Christian, a group of people. I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's no religion in there. I don't want to argue or talk about religion, but my point is that this number is really significant for most Christians. That's it. Like, significant because it's written in the Bible. Is the number of the beast. It's the mark of the beast. Like, why the big deal they put that number? So, okay, the question is, why would you have a big deal with the 666 number? Like, of course it's a big deal because that's the number that's written on the Bible. I mean, I'm not really a follower of Bible. I'm not a big Christian fan, but I saw that number. I mean, it's in Revelation number 13. Go ahead, like, read there what that number is, what that number stands for. Like, why the big deal? Why they just number it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You know, so, or House Bill number 1001. Like, why just you? I don't know if it is. I'm still kind of like can't figure it out, but I don't know if it is real or not. I'm not sure because media right now is like left and right hitting each other. We don't know what's true. We don't know who's telling the truth. Some people are like alleging that this is a fact, is like a false news. Some people are alleging that this is a true news. Like I don't know who's talking. Who's I don't know who's what's true right now. Nobody knows what's true right now. It's subjective right now. It's being subjective as where your alignment is. Whether you are on this, whether you are in this sector, whether you are in this, it's just um it's just different right now. So for me, like um whatever your knowledge on any deity or your belief is, try to stick to it. Okay, and let's see what's going on. But it seems to me like the prophecy, I will put quote in quote prophecy, is in there. Okay, a lot of people have tried to tell me in one of my YouTube channel about COVID as related to Kobe Bryant. Like people like it's not coincidence. It's like it's it's there. It's going. That's predestined. Like okay, I don't want to argue with that point. Like but all right. But anyway, some people would argue, would tell me, no, it's not coincidence. It's being it's prophesied. It's predetermined. It's like it's destiny. Like okay, there must be something. There must be something we can do about it. Like we can change it. That's why in trading you're given a probabilities for you that this would happen. So it's up to you to either to prevent it or not. The same thing in trading. Same thing with concept. It's all about statistics. So again, guys, 666. Okay, I have no idea. I have no. I'm just dumbfounded right now as to what my opinion on this matter. So I don't know why I even talked about this. Why it even struck me. Like it I got struck because of the number 666. I don't know. I don't know with you guys if it's really significant for you, if it does have any bearing or whatsoever. So whatever your political inclination is, whatever your belief, religious belief is, or religious inclination is, I don't really mind. Okay, this is my opinion, and maybe you could have your own, and maybe you could share. All right, and I'm just 666. Look at this number. All right, guys. This is just my opinion, guys. It doesn't any represent anything or anybody about, but hope you can share something. You might have some any ideas, and I won't try to argue. There's no one argument in here, but maybe you can have any ideas as to what. But this is it. Are we on the so-called quote? I quote end of days. Well, it's up to you. So for me, I start reading the Bible. Okay, it's not funny, guys, but I would start reading the Bible. I'm serious. I'm dead serious because it's up in there. Reading the Bible is kind of like a history or whatever, whatnot. But I'm not trying to argue with atheists around here. Like, okay, I'm done with arguing with religion. I'm done arguing with the presence of God. I'm done with that. I'm done with Nietzsche. I'm done with like Son Thomas Aquinas. The two philosophies that kind of like interact or argues with each other. I'm done with that. Okay, I have my own. Thank you so much for listening, and hope you like the video. And please don't forget to hit like, subscribe right over there. And that's it for tonight, guys. For today, this morning. Good day. God bless you all. Be safe. Safe from COVID. Safe from harm. Bye.